Ace money the shit. Working that bitch. Ballin' like Swish. Diamonds wet like a fish. Pull up with them sticks. Come fuck with the clique. We fucked on your bitch. She sucking the dick.
Mr. Bill Haney, do you believe that Teofimo Jr. and Teofimo Senior would give you the title shot for all three belts?
One thing that I know that the people want to see the fight. We know that Devin is in the position to make the fight happen. We know that we've done everything and we've done our due diligence. We've always wanted and felt that that Teofimo Lopez respected him and what they've done in boxing, right? But the rubber has met the road in terms of they're running out of lies and running out of people that they want to put in front of Devin. And that's what I come on to always say is that this is an event that can always, it's in the Teofimo Lopez's seat right now. We've expressed interest in it. Every time that when the name comes up, we've heard 3 to 5 years. We've heard he needs to fight somebody. We've heard everything. We've heard every story in the book. Like Devin chooses to say, everyone says everything, but let's fight. And give Teofimo Lopez all the credit that he needs and deserves, But the people want to see the fight. The people want to see Lopez versus Haney. And that's just what it is.
I heard Teofimo Lopez Sr. said that they're entertainers. How do you feel about that? I'm saying they're entertainers and not boxing champions.
Well, what I want to do is I want to give them all of the credit that they look forward to. I want to give them all the praise that they feel that they need. And then when they get through patting themselves on the back, know that it's a hell of a talented fighter and Devin Haney who's standing there ready to make the event happen that the people want to see.
Hey, Bill, can I say something?
And snatch all that.
Hey, I truly believe that Devin Haney is a truly special talent, and I feel like one of the biggest reasons why, man, he didn't get his credit like he should have for fights like Gamboa and fights like that is because I feel like his own quote unquote supporters are the ones who want to just sit here and boast him up so much, forgetting his age and forgetting how things work, right? Boxing, politics, all that shit. And they want to boast him up to say he's this and say he's that and shit. So now they got everybody the best. You got veterans, 35-year-olds calling them out, whatever, supposed to call them out. So I feel like, if anything, man, his own quote unquote supporters is what gives you guys an unfair shot and shit, man. Because I thought Gamboa was a good win. Good win for Devin, but nobody gives the credit though, because you can't.
It makes no difference to us. We respect and love our supporters and love our fans, and we equally respect and love the guys that are the doubters, the guys that are the haters. You know what I mean? All alike. I mean, that make a great sport that we call boxing. But one thing that we cannot nullify is the fact that the people want to see the fight. The people want to see the fight more. The Devin Haney versus Teofimo Lopez than Lopez versus Kambosos. And that's just the way that it is. We can't go back and talk about the Lomachenko fight. Lomachenko said that he wanted to fight Teofimo. Teofimo said that he wanted to fight Loma. That has come to pass, right? That has come to pass. That's over with, right? When it came down to this fight being the fight to make, right? We were denied the opportunity, right? When we talk about fights like Javier Fortuna, and we talk about fights like Ryan Garcia, right? We've been available for those fights. We haven't been able to make the fights because it takes two to tango. So we are the WBC world champions, and according to Lomachenko, Lomachenko said it. He said that Devin Haney has his belt. However, the Devin Haney has his belt. If it's that sweet, then you come take it, right? And that's all. We don't argue about what a fighter isn't. What we do is come on and argue our position that we're in the line. And the fact of that, of course, Devin is the youngest of the bunch. So when you talk about growing and watching a fighter grow, well, then, you know what I mean? Of course, you're going to see that. You're going to see things that you can critique, right? And what you will see is us make the adjustments and grow right before your eyes.
Oh yeah, for sure. Appreciate the answer, man. I just feel like it's an unfair advantage. I feel like it's an unfair shot sometimes, man. Your son does because like all the unfair expectations and shit. Like to be honest with you, I feel like a Teofimo Lopez and Devin Haney fight would be like more exciting to me if the shit would just kept real. You know what I mean? Like if like shit would just kept real. Like yeah, he's a good ass fighter. Blah blah. This and that. Like
yes,
you know,
sir.
like,
Yes, sir.
let
But
me
you
build for a little
can't.
bit.
Yeah, but
Whatever.
you
You know,
can't
like I
critique.
don't know.
We don't want to critique the fight and spoil the fight as if we haven't heard
Right.
enough. As if we haven't heard enough from the the Crawford and Spence, right? We've heard that. We've heard Wilder and we've heard Joshua. We heard Pacquiao and Floyd. You know what I mean? So let's give the fighters a break and let's, as fans on both sides, say we just want to see it. We don't want to point fingers at the fans. We don't want to point fingers at the camps, right? We want the fighters to fight.
Right. And when you get a call out, you take the call out. That's what we want. You feel me? If somebody's sweet, if somebody green, it's like Bill Head, why don't you take the fight then? It shouldn't matter. If you feel like the dude is nothing, then go take the glory then. If you feel like Devin Haney needs to do some work and that's an easy fight, that's a name. Why don't you take his glory? Take it from him. Don't talk stuff and try to trash him. You feel me? Take it for him. If you really think that it's an easy fight, then take the fight. But no, and then how you gonna say you sending out contracts and you don't send nothing?
One thing here, Mad Chad here from Portland, Maine, Mr. Haney. I have to respect you for your guardianship and your love of your son because you have a special talent there, and I wish you nothing but the best.
The fighters, the fans in both businesses, the fans are the ones that pay the bills. The fans are, in music, they stream the music, so they dictate what's hot, right? And also the fans pay, in boxing. They dictate who has the big paydays. They dictate what networks are going to be geeked and excited about the fighters, right? And that's just the way that it goes, I'm sure, like with Teofimo Sr., we've been on the amateur tour together. You know what I mean? Working our way up, and you always look to be on that big stage and perform in front of, the who's who in boxing, right? In front of the fans, And I would never deny Devin the opportunity that he works as hard as he works, to get in there, against the best, right? And we knew that when it's what we learned in boxing is it's hard to get on top and even harder to stay there, right? So, it's just a sport that we choose. It's a great sport. We love it. You know what I mean? And we just look forward to the opportunity of showcasing the skills, the many skills that Devin has in his toolbox and making those adjustments against whoever it is.
And you know what? It's a dang shame that, you feel me, Devin Haney can't get one of these major guys to get into the ring. I think that's very wrong on these other fighters on not taking that fight. You know what I mean? Y'all basically denying this man his greatness at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And that's just a shame.
Well, I have a question for Mr. Haney.
That's a great point, but Devin is the youngest. He's the youngest. He's the youngest of the bunch. So, you know what I mean? I think, like I said, the rubber will meet the road. In boxing, you can only hide and duck and move strategic before the people actually want to see the fight. The fight has generated a lot of hype, a lot of interest. You know what I mean? And like I say, the promoters, camps, and the like, have to see each other.
I have a question for Mr. Haney. After you take care of this, you deal with this Linares fight, what's your next move? Or are you just focused on Linares at the moment?
Well, no, we're 100% focused on Linares right now, right? And the thing about it is being available to be available, right? To make the biggest and best events happen. To Devin be on the stage where everybody wants to see the fight, right? Linares is a quality, a very high skilled fighter, right? That we don't take lightly, right? And we just look forward to putting on a great fight against him.
Next question.
Yes, sir.
Hey man, where Major at? Major got any questions? He was talking a lot. Where Major at, drunk ass 211 at?
I'll chime in real fast.
Yo, the problem is, brother. The problem is, brother, that you're talking to me as if I haven't talked to Bill Haney before, bro. I'm not starstruck, so I'm letting you get all your little pity girl shit out your panties right now while you're talking to Bill Haney, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, because nobody's starstruck over here, homie. You know what I'm saying? Because it's just boxing, bro. It's just boxing. It's not some drama on the streets and not like that, like you be acting like. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm talking to Bill Haney, I don't want to be disrupted by your bitch ass talking shit like you rowdy or something. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. You know what I mean? When I'm talking to a grown ass man, I'm talking to a grown ass man. He's talking right back to me. So I'm letting you get your little panty shit out your fucking bunches and talk to him right now. That's what it is. So don't direct your comments at me again unless you're done speaking. Facts.
Who is this dude talking to?
That just called me out. I'm talking to you.
Man, I ain't on that, bro. Hey, man, we not on that over here, bro. Hey, man, I'm not on that.
Ain't nobody said nothing. You was talking stuff about Lopez.
Hey, well, hold up, man. Let Bill Haney talk, bro.
Listen, I was
let
on
Bill
the
Haney
phone.
talk, man.
Well,
hold up, Major Key. Let Bill Haney talk. Go ahead.
Say this real fast.
I can't
look here, man. You look like you're losing a fight to diabetes, so don't worry about me. Worry about yourself.
Hey, man, y'all niggas tripping. It ain't. Right. Come on, man. Let this man talk. I got a professional trainer here, and y'all acting childish, bro. Let this man talk, man.
This dude directed his.
Well, hold up, Tony. Let him talk. Let Bill Haney talk.
Hey, I can't. What I can't do is I can't reiterate it enough to Major Key and to everyone on the panel, right? That you guys pay the bills. And out of respect for you guys, right, that, our camp and our family knows this. We don't get this ahead of ourselves, right? We know that we have a responsibility to you guys. You guys show crazy energy and crazy love that even if it's a fighter that you have much respect for and that you think is great, right, that we get in there and we put on the best event for you guys because you guys pay the money. In the case of both camps, my son makes millions of dollars. And Teofimo Lopez is now making millions of dollars as well, right? And so everything is cool, right? But when you talk about hard work and hard earning, folks that, especially during the pandemic, to pay these prices and to take time out to spend this kind of energy, right? We can't do anything but say that we owe it to you to get in there with this fighter that is being described as a pound for pound fighter, a best fighter, a knockout artist, all those things. And the thing that I love about my son and I love every day is the fact that he has that kind of courage, right? He has that kind of dedication that he's willing to put it all on the line, being so young, right? And if as payers, as consumers, right? If consumers feel like, okay, well, we don't want to see him. We don't want to see him. We want to see him fight this fighter or this fighter or that fighter or that fighter. Then you know what I mean. You guys have that right as well. But when you describe Teofimo as being the best fighter, or you describe Loma, or you describe them, then we enter our name in the hat, right? We're not like Ryan Garcia in the sense of we say, okay, well we're gonna go another route, right? And you see a lot of the backlash that's happening when you choose to do that. So no matter how anyone feels about it, I hope the fact that they respect us enough that you can get Teofimo Senior on the phone. You can get him on the phone, and he'll tell you, right? No one has ever, from our team, denied fighting him. We never have priced ourselves out. We never asked about no money, right? We never did none of that. The only thing that we said is, as camps, as intelligent fathers that we've always been, right, throughout this whole process, is that we take time. What I ask is that we take time and negotiate. No different than what Bob Arum said that they did with Cambosos, right? And what Bob described as colluding. What we described with Devin as Devin being the youngest promoter in boxing is that it's not going behind anybody's back to talk to whatever fighter it may be or whatever team it may be, and actually negotiating and discussing ways to make the fight happen. No different than what Bob would do with Eddie. No different than, you know what I mean, what Oscar would then do with Bob or Eddie, right? So I think that it should take a level of professionalism and a level of respect on both parts, and not hide behind fans that want to be emotional about it.
Hey Bill, I got a question for you. Have you and Devin Haney ever turned down any smoke?
No.
Hey, who can I ask you another question? Who is calling out Devin Haney? It has any fighters that you
Right
know of?
now,
Have you ever heard?
right now, the only person that has raised his hand about it has been Jorge Linares.
All right, yo, can I jump on that because I was about to jump in too. So, Bill, so here's the whole thing with me. Like, I've never disagreed with you. We've had conversations so many times already. Like, you know what I'm saying? I've never disagreed with you about your son's greatness. I'm not saying anything. Everything that you just said right now is on point when it comes to that aspect of it. That the fans are taking it to a different level, and this is where my frustration just came out a couple minutes ago. It's the fans don't even realize how much of a business it is and what you're trying to do. You're trying to build this to make something great. And then everybody's over here fanboying and going crazy and shit like that without knowing the details. You know what I'm saying? Even though you discuss it, it's like they don't listen. And then they just go on rants and shit like that and just take one part of your story and go on rants. So it's made it worse. You know what I mean? In reality, it's made it worse. So when I'm talking about what I'm talking about, I don't give a fuck, like, you know, like who agrees with me or who doesn't agree with me. But I've talked to Julie, I've talked to Bill, and I've talked to PHP, right? You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, man. Like I'm not trying to like put down no fighter, man. And that's what the problem is that some people trying to put down fighters, and then when Bill Haney pops up, it's like put down the fighters because Bill's here, and Bill's not even doing that. So you know what I'm saying? Jump off the cock and just fucking learn your boxing. That's all.
Hey, is Bill there, man? H Money, what's going on?
Who put down the fighter?
I don't know. Y'all been shitting on Tio for a minute, bro. Like straight
Ain't
up.
Nobody been shitting on Tio. We just saying that he ain't ready for Devin Haney.
You're gonna be surprised at what you said, bro. If you rewind
I want to bring some facts to the table, Major.
Hey, hold on. Let me ask Bill a question. I've been here for a minute. So, Bill, I got a two-part question for you, all right? So, I already know the main guy is Teofimo Lopez. Here's my question. After you get done with Linares, if you cannot get Tio, who would be your top 3 picks to fight next? If y'all could pick your top 3, taking Tio off the table if he won't fight you. Number 2 is, when is Devin Haney's mandatory for the WBC belt? When does he actually have to fight a mandatory? I know that's got to be coming up soon.
His mandatories are scared.
Well, I know.
Stop being a fucking fangirl. He's asking Bill, bro. Shut up.
What I'm saying is I don't know if Bill heard me or not. So if you didn't hear me, I'll repeat it.
Yeah, he's trying to talk.
Yeah, he talking, but no words are coming out.
I think Bill's on mute. Yo, maybe.
I don't think you can hear us.
I don't know if he's talking. Yeah,
Hey, listen. Hey, can you guys hear me? Hey, H Money, can you hear me, bro?
Yeah, I hear you.
Hey, I want to ask about some of these facts. When you got 2 mandatories, right?
Hey, hold on.
Doesn't the federation ask you?
No, there go Bill is back. Bill is back, rap star. He's back.
Go ahead.
Okay, so it's a two-part question in the sense of who would we like to fight? Okay, of course with the Teofimo Lopez, you know, successful. If he's successful with Kambosos and Devin successful with Linares, of course that's a fight that we would love to fight. The winner of Ryan Garcia or our mandatory in Kambosos is also a great fight. You know, I mean that's a good place to start with, you know, for us. And you know, yeah. Those 3 right there. We got Linares is our fight. We have, of course, Teofimo Lopez, and then Ryan Garcia, or like I said, Ryan Garcia, or the winner of Ryan Garcia being Javier Fortuna.